Now to the latest in the ongoing saga surrounding the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers' plan to draw down the Detroit Lake Reservoir later this year. If you're not familiar, it's just over an hour's drive southeast of Salem, Detroit Lake is. According to the Corps of Engineers, they're planning multiple deep drawdowns over the next few years to comply with the 2024 policy under the Endangered Species Act. The move is part of an effort to improve the habitat for endangered Chinook salmon by allowing them to move easier in the Santiam River.
The drawdown helps the juvenile fish that are in the reservoir find their way out of the reservoir and survive at a higher rate. And it does that by putting them closer to a surface outlet that will help them find their way out.
But this week, Marion County filed a motion looking to block any drawdowns, arguing the 2024 policy is actually a set of 55 recommendations that are not legally binding, and only one of which calls for a drawdown of the reservoir. The county claims going through the drawdown will negatively impact drinking water for nearby communities and harm the fish living in the lake. They point to the 2023 drawdown of nearby Green Peter Lake, which killed thousands of salmon and damaged a downstream water treatment plant. On top of that, the county claims the Corps made a decision without completing a congressionally mandated study on turbidity. That's a measure of water quality, and they say the plan violates federal environmental laws, including the Endangered Species Act. There's also concern about how poor water quality from the drawdown could affect water access for recreation. Here's State Representative Ed Deal speaking to KGW about those concerns in December.
That is a big concern for the canyon. They've been hit by the wildfires, and they're trying to get recreation to come back. They depend on that recreation in the summer.
Reservoir levels have already been lower than average this summer due to drought and low snowpack. The county says they're only seeking to block the drawdown so the Corps of Engineers can move forward with the other recommendations for the 2024 policy. Meanwhile, the Corps of Engineers previously said they have emergency response plans in place if drinking water is at risk, adding that the Detroit Lake Reservoir has been drawn down to low levels before with no reported effect on drinking water. Now, we did contact the Corps today to ask about Marion County's latest attempt to block the drawdown, and we're waiting still to hear back. All right, a lot going on there.